What's going on, guys? Welcome to Vlog Talk Friday with myself and Yvonne. And yes, as you guys can notice, I'm out of the sling. I can start weaning myself out of it finally. Can't really move too much, but it's a work in progress.
Proof once again that he didn't do a sex change.
Thank you. So, this week, our topic on the Vlog Talk is about bullying. Everyone seems to have been doing as far as what they've gone through in their life as far as being bullied and stuff like that. So, I figured we could talk about that. And also, our son is also getting stuff at school on how to deal with bullying.
He's an advocate.
Okay, he's a bullying advocate. Or stop bullying advocate. I don't want, he's not advocating.
He has a bully survival guide.
Yeah. For me, when I was going through high school and even elementary school, I got bullied, I got picked on. But the way, I was brought up was a typical Italian household, basically, because my dad was the Italian and he ran the house. And my dad always said, that if it happens and people pick on you, you basically fight back. If they call you something, you always say something back. Tell them to shut up or tell them to leave you alone or whatever. And my dad always told me, I don't expect you to start a fight. He never wanted me to. He's like, but as far as I'm concerned, if someone starts a fight with you, you better damn well try and finish. My dad looked at it as long as I went down swinging, then he was going to be proud. Through high school and elementary school, I dealt with it. And don't get me wrong, I got in my mix of fights. And I understand, suicide rate is up and all that stuff. But in my mind, the way I was brought up, I'm like, you know what? You just deal with it. It's part of life. It's part of school. Everyone's going to get bullied at some point in their life. So you just deal with it and you move on. So I kind of still, even now, more so because of being in the Army, I had that mentality of, you suck it up and you drive on and you just deal with what you need to deal with. So that's pretty much what my whole bullying experience encompassed.
For me, bullying is a really rough issue. I'm what they call a survivor. I have been abused in every format possible. So, of course, my natural thing to do is avoid, comply, and cower kind of a thing. I was bullied throughout elementary school, junior high, high school. I was called, names of all kinds. And ironically, I remember being in high school talking to this one kid about bullying that he did to me personally, and he didn't even remember it because bullies don't recall the things that they did. And now I am not for the violence. I'm not for the self-defense. I'm more about the, hey, you tell a teacher, hey, you get it resolved somehow. You don't go to violence over anything. And I'm really proud of my son for being a part of an anti-bullying group where he gets together. I don't know if it's once a week or once a day or what they do, but they get together and they try to do things to rally against bullies, and I'm very proud of that, because there's nothing good about bullying. I mean, bullying goes on to much larger scales. It becomes abuse, it becomes violence, it becomes your rapists, your terrorists, all the things that are wrong with this world kind of revolve around bullying, because people have this I'm better than you attitude, or they have this holier than thou attitude, or they have such a screwed up life on their own end that they have to make your life crap so they can feel better. And really, no one deserves it. There's no warranting for any of the stuff that people go through. And I'm a big fan of the stomp out bullying programs, or any of those things. I'm the type of person, you can ask my husband or any of my friends, if it has to do with a cause, I get involved. I buy products that have to do with causes. I will do walks to promote causes. She does a walk
for everything.
Because I want people to understand that life isn't about being part of the problem. It's about being part of the solution. I continue to love on people. I continue to be good to people. I continue to do the things that makes the world a better place, because that's what I want for our future. I don't want to continue the crap just because people are that way. I'm not going to be a harsh person. I'm not going to put up my walls. I'm not going to be evil to people just because that is what life has conditioned me to. I'm going to continue to go about life in a positive fashion and try to make this world a better place, because in the end, this is what I have to live with, this is what my children have to live with, and my grandchildren, and so on and so forth. So there is no place for bullying in this world, and quite frankly, I know what they say, being a rat is bad, but you know what? people like bullies need to be snuffed out. They need to get the punishment they deserve. And if they don't get it while they're in school, they'll never learn their lessons, and they will become worse people in the end. And then there are going to be the issues that, you know, cops have to deal with. So.
Yeah, of course, like for me, when I was going through school, that, you know, you trying to go, you knew in the back of your head, if I go tell a teacher or I go tell anybody, it's going to make it worse, because that guy's going to come looking for you, because now you just brought more crap down on him or her, and they're going to pick on you more. So I know for me, like with the whole tattletailing thing, I knew if I go tell a teacher or principal or whoever, then they're going to get on the guy who's picking on me, and that's just going to piss him off more, and he's going to screw with me more. So you had the guys that would run away and just try and avoid the person that was bullying them, or guys like me.
But I understand, but this is about all controversial stuff. I'm trying to debate with you. No offense. But like, for example, in myself, I was violently abused. And what's the difference between me calling the cops? If I call the cops and say, hey, this guy's beating the crap out of me, you know, they call the cops, they have the guy arrested. What's the difference there?
I see that going in domestic violence, though.
Okay, so why isn't bullying considered domestic violence? Why can't you tell a teacher, hey, this guy's kicking the crap out of me, this is not right? I don't see the difference between telling a teacher or calling the cops on a person. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little heated because that's just really, I don't think there's a difference between calling the cops or telling a teacher or telling a parent. I mean, you have the God-given right to A, stand up for yourself, and B, make it legally right. I mean, like, hey, this kid needs to be suspended. He needs to be expelled. He needs to have just desserts for his crap.
And like I said, the way I was brought up, you handled your business.
Screw that gets you nowhere.
That's not true.
No, it does, because it gets you suspended just as well. Why should you be suspended over it?
I never got suspended. I never got detention, nothing. I either handled it in the school or we handled it outside school, but it always got handled, and that was the end of it.
Kids get suspended, kids get expelled at the drop of a hat, and an innocent child should not be expelled or punished for crap that the other person did. I mean, that just mentally screws your head up.
So, okay, then what's going to happen when and if, like, Julian gets threatened in school or whatever, and some kid just out of nowhere tries to beat him up, and he uses his kickstart in self-defense, and they suspend him?
I would be upset at my son, because in karate, in taekwondo...
Even though he tried to protect himself.
Look, I understand he's trying to protect himself, but the number one thing... The number one thing it says right here, it says victim comeback. So what you can say if you've been teased or bullied, that you need to chill, fine, whatever, that's getting old. That would be a no. You said what to me? I mean, like, there's a list of things.
Okay, I'm sorry. If a guy is picking on you and he says something, you say, you said what to me? That's just egging him on. Half the stuff on that list is egging it on. It's not ending the conversation. It's not trying to deviate the conversation. It is egging the bullying on. Okay?
This is just supposed to diffuse it before it gets to the
point. That's not going to diffuse it. That is not.
Then you go walk up to a teacher. You go walk up to the principal. You deal with it. You get it handled.
Okay, the point I'm getting at is I guarantee you there's going to be that situation where he can't get away. Or it doesn't even have to be him. The kid cannot get away, and a fight breaks out. What do you expect him to do? Sit there and take his beating and not stand up for himself?
Okay, point being earlier today, you were talking about men and women in violence, and you said let the woman just beat your ass so that way when the cops show up, you don't get in trouble for defending yourself. There is no difference here.
Okay, I'm saying if you have a male on male beating the crap out of each other, you're just going to sit there and take it? No. Any man that is a man is going to stand up for themselves and fight back.
Even the principles of Kickstart, they would say, do not attack, defend. So you learn how to do your blocks so that you defend, and then you walk away from the situation. You go tell the principal, you go tell a teacher, you go tell your yard duty.
I'm sorry. Screw that. If I'm getting my ass beat, I'm getting up and I'm swinging back. Screw that defense BS. I'm not going to go down because then...
In the real world, outside of being a child, if you're out on the streets and let's say you're gay, and you get your ass whooped and you're trying to defend yourself, great. But what does that do for the other person? Nothing. That person needs to be arrested. That person needs to spend and do the time for his crime. People like me, I had a DWI. I did my time for my crime. Why don't these stupid people who are jerks do their... No, I'm sorry.
If that happens, I'm sorry. Okay, if it in that situation, if whoever the gay guy is, he gets up and beats the crap out of the bully, nothing else has to be done, because that bully ain't gonna do nothing else, because you just broke him down to nothing. 9 times out of 10, any bully, if you stand up to that bully and you break him down, he's done.
Can't? What if somebody like me, I can't physically beat down anybody. I can barely even wrestle with you. So some guy attacks me or bullies me because I'm whatever. I try to defend myself, but it gets me absolutely nowhere. Then what?
What do you mean it doesn't get you anywhere?
I defend myself, but I can't attack the person. I can't beat the person down.
You grab whatever you can.
What if I have nothing to grab except for my cell phone to call the cops?
Well, then I guess you have to call the cops.
Oh, okay. Well, then that was the whole point to begin with. You call the cops,
Okay.
they do their time.
Okay, for you guys that are watching, you are understanding where I'm coming from. It's a whole pride thing as a man to stand up for yourself.
Pride thing.
It is. It is. I'm telling you, it is.
Okay.
That's how me and all my friends were when I was growing up, and even to this
so what
day.
about us women who don't have the pride thing? Oh, okay, so I just get my ass whooped and that's the end of it.
You don't have to deal with it your way.
Which apparently is just get our ass whooped.
No, you can't do like you said, call the cops.
Oh, so it's okay for me to call the cops or not for you to call the cops?
Yes. Guys down in, I have to say penis pouch this time because I know DJ said vagina pouch in her video, so I gotta like keep it going one for one. So, you know, put your comments down in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Yes, it's down there.
That's the only part I got right.
Got one.
Because it's somewhere.
The subscribe's over here.
Here.
Okay, and the like button's down there. Somewhere over there.
I like it when you handle me.
And if you want to check out my channel, I'll put a link down below for Austin Happenings. I'll also put a link for Yvonne and her friend Ivy's channel, which is Austin Randomness. And you can also follow the Vlog Talk on Twitter and on Facebook and Tumblr. I have pretty much the same ones, except I don't have Tumblr because I haven't really used it too much except for the Vlog Talk. So.
Yeah, because Tumblr makes you think of either laundry or alcohol.
Yeah, I know. Why alcohol?
You know, like a shaker.
I always thought that was a shaker.
It is a shaker, but Tumblr, shaker, it's about the same.
Okay, so DJ, if you saw that, you now have to top that since we tried to one-up you with the whole penis pouch. So, tag, you're it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the...
Alright, bye!